He needs some money. 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 Hey, ha. Hi everyone, it's Chanel J. Wilson. I am just doing a little belated Mother's Day. I'm whispering because Nathan is sleeping behind me, my 6-year-old, and so I don't want to wake him up, but it's the quietest time to do this. So I decided to go ahead and just record real quick. So I just wanted to talk about my humbling Mother's Day and my humbling journey to today. Now it's the countdown. I'm supposed to have my hospital visit on Friday, where hopefully I get my cast off. I'm really excited because then I'll be in a boot and I'll be able to start learning how to walk again. And then there's some things I can do on my own. I say it's humbling because these last 2 months, my family literally has just been helping me out and taking care of me. I am back at work. I've been back at work for almost a month now, but I've been working from home from this hospital bed. And I'm able to get up a little bit. Like I can get up and go sit in the chair, or I can sit on the couch. My mom first didn't want me to do that because she was like nervous. Because, the concern is we don't want me to break my other leg. I have a scooter, but my physical therapist wants me to take it easy because I'm on what's called non-weight bearing status. I can move, and then also we live upstairs, so getting down the stairs would be really a lot. So the safest thing for me to do is to just keep maneuvering between this bed, sorry if it's TMI, my commode, and or scooting to the bathroom, which is good exercise for me. And then just healing. That's really all this is about. It's just healing. So I just wanted to share a couple of things about my Mother's Day. It was very relaxing. My mom and sister made breakfast this morning. My son, let me see if I can pull it down. First, got me this little balloon. Isn't this cute? He's still kind of understanding Mother's Day, but he got this. He said, "Here, Mom." So I thought that was kind of cute. Yesterday, my card from my dad came in. I'm going to read it because it really blessed me. And I texted him, I said, "Daddy, this really blessed me," him and my stepmom. Okay, so I'll show you this one. Oh, don't fall. So I want to read all my cards. Okay, so this one, oh, it's backwards. Well, daughter, you are black girl magic, all grown up. I thought that was really sweet. So I'll read the beautiful words, if I could see in the dark. And she reads her Mother's Day cards in the dark. I got not one extra light, and I ain't got no glasses on. That's 40 for you. Okay. The soul and selflessness you put into mothering are truly inspiring. It's a beautiful blessing to see you living in your gifts and loving your family with that fierce mama love. I couldn't be prouder of you, baby girl, and I couldn't love you more. Happy Mother's Day. Love always, Daddy. That really, really blessed me when I got that on Saturday, because some days you're like, am I doing enough? Am I not doing enough? Is it sticking? The information I provide for my child, the love, the nurturing. And me and Nathan are in a new phase. He's now 6 turning 7. He's a first grader. So we're pretty much done with the toddler baby phase now. Now we're having full conversations with logic and reasoning. And he's his own person. Of course, he's still growing. He's got more growing to do, but it's a very different phase. And so there's times where I'm like, is it sticking? Is it working? What's am I doing it right? And I'm always reading mom blogs or books to just kind of make sure that I'm check in with my village, especially the ones who have boy sons, and just say, hey, I'm noticing this thing. Is this a phase you guys went through? And they'll be like, oh yeah, girl, he'll grow out of that. Don't worry. And just stay firm and loving and talk to him, kiss his forehead sometimes, just so that connection and bond is still there, but at the same time be firm. So just learning with that one. I'm going to read another card. I'll do the one for my little Bubba. I call Nathan Baby Bubba. We've been calling him that since he was born. Okay, so this one is for my mom with love. Isn't that cute? Because that's how me and him are with the little the two foxes. Okay. I know I keep you busy, but you keep me busy too. While you're busy taking care of me, I'm busy loving you. Happy Mother's Day. Love, Nate. You know that touched my, and then he signed it. Depends on what mood he's in. Today it's Love Nate. Sometimes it's Mr. Nathan, sometimes it's Mr. Nate. Today it was Nate. And then sometimes he wants to do the whole name, Nathaniel. He goes by all three. Just depends on what mood he's in. Okay, this one, let's see, is from my mom. And I really appreciated this one when I read it. Okay, I'll show you the card. Sorry, it's backwards, so I guess I could do a flip. Daughter, every day you give so much of yourself to your family. I need glasses. Well, I have glasses, but it's okay. It seems to come naturally to you to teach a child something new about life, like how to give and how to love. No parent could be more impressed by the wonderful mom you are, or producer of the wonderful daughter you've always been. Happy Mother's Day, love, Mom. That really touched me. And the reason why it touched me is because before becoming a mom, I'm the oldest of four girls, so I've always had this co-parent nurturer kind of position to girls at first. Of course, I have my little boy cousin, so I'm always going to be very protective. I'm very protective. I'm very aware of surroundings and responsibility, so I take the role seriously. At first, I wasn't planning on becoming a mom. Then life happened, and I got into a relationship, and things kind of took an unexpected turn, and the very thing that I said that I wasn't going to do changed. And I heard that little boy's heartbeat, and I said, oh, I guess I'm going to be a mom. And we did the ultrasound, and they confirmed he was a boy. And the whole time, I kept feeling like I was having a boy. Every now and then I'd have dreams about girls, but something in my spirit was like, this is a boy. And my sister would say, Janelle, every time I have a dream about you holding your baby, I see a little boy. The year before, my mom called me and was like, are you pregnant? And I was like, no. And she was like, I had a dream that you had a little kid. She thought it was a girl. And she was like, she looked just like you, just lighter. Had your eyes and everything. And I was like, I'm not having no kids, Mom. Sorry. And she said a month before I got pregnant, she was at church and she prayed. Here go my light. 1 second. And she prayed that God would open my womb because she was ready for grandkids. At the time, I was 33. I was definitely getting up there. I mean, 33 is not old, but for medical reasons, at 35, you're considered a geriatric pregnancy. And I was definitely at that place where I was like, I'm not having any kids. And she said she prayed. She was at church. And the next month, I got pregnant. I'll try not to make this too long because we're already at 8 minutes, but I just wanted to share some of that. This has been a truly unexpected journey in parenting. And someone told me, once you may have taken care of everyone else's kid and helped out, but once you have your own, there is an experience you've never had before, and something happens. And I gotta admit, it did. When I carried Nathan in my womb, I began to change. And you know what was interesting about how I changed? I've always been very hippie. In some aspects, I've always considered myself more tomboy-esque. Not fully tomboy, but definitely esque or ish. And I feel like when I began to carry him every trimester, something within my womanhood changed. Our bodies really know what to do when we're carrying child. That's what my doctors would say. Your body knows what to do. And I was like, how do I'm asking all these questions and ask my cousins questions and my aunts questions, and they would just be like, your body knows what to do. And that's exactly what was happening during that gestation period. And I feel like By the time I got to the end of that pregnancy, I became a different person. My entire look changed. My face has changed. When I looked in the mirror, I saw a different level of maturity that I never saw in myself before. And all of that came with those hormones that were moving and bumping. And that's really what pregnancy feels like. You feel like all those hormones are just going all over the place. One person said, being pregnant is like renting your body to an alien for 9 months. They've never been here before, so they're going to do what they do. And you just got to deal with it. And it's true. First trimester, it was... I went through so much first trimester. And my doctor kept saying, once you get the second trimester, you'll feel better. And she was right. Second trimester was a breeze. The only thing I had to deal with was my health things because I was considered high risk. So I was on new medications and I had to really monitor my blood sugars and stuff and make sure I took my high blood pressure medicine, make sure I walked a lot, and just went to my doctor's appointment. Third trimester, oh my God. And they say it, first and third are the hardest. Third, I wasn't ready. And the reason why I wasn't ready to be that big, I wasn't ready for my stomach to be that big. And Nathan was big. I think by 8 months, 8 months, my doctor was like, he may be 10 pounds. We got to figure this out. He ended up being 6, but at that 8-month checkup, he was pretty getting big, and that's because I had diabetes and high blood pressure. So what my doctor was saying, your both diseases are canceling out what could happen if it was one or the other. When people have high blood pressure, the child sometimes is born with low birth weight, and when women have diabetes, sometimes the child is born with very large and abnormal, and they have their own complications growing up in some cases. So I had to be monitored a lot. But back to where I was getting at with Nathan, and then also with third trimester, my blood pressure, I had to carry a blood pressure cuff with me. There are certain things I had to watch for, like spots, if I was seeing spots, things like that, and I had to check the numbers all the time. And then I had to go to the doctor every week, actually twice a week, to make sure that his fluid was right, make sure he was moving right. And then one day, I'll tell a little story. I was on that monitor and I watched his heart rate go from like 170 something, then it dropped to 75, then it dropped to 0, and the whole room got quiet. And they put me in a wheelchair and rushed me over to labor and delivery. And my mom and I were in that room praying, and then they put me on this ultrasound and this monitor, and it dropped one more time, and we just kept praying. And my mom kept saying, "You're gonna live in your neonatal blood, little boy." And his heart rate went right back up. Miracle baby. And then the nurse came in and she did another ultrasound. It was like a doctor tech, and she said, and he's in my womb doing push-ups. I kid you not, because he couldn't, at that point he was big, so he couldn't move the way he used to. In second trimester, he'd be bouncing all over the place, and they couldn't even get ultrasounds. But by the time we got to that part where he couldn't move as much, he would just sit there doing push-ups, and you could see it. And she said, the way he is in your womb is the way he's going to be when he's out of your womb. And it was the truth. The way he slept, the way when I got him, when he was born, he would sleep the way he slept in my womb, and I knew exactly the position, little butt up, head near my heart. Even now, he's like that. And then as far as the whole bouncing, the way he was in my womb, my child invents ways to get me to be like, wait, boy, don't jump so fast, or he'll flip over and do, and that's just who he is. That's his energy. Okay, I'm gonna read. I got how many more cards? One more card. I'm gonna read this one from my sisters. I thought this was really sweet of them. Okay. This one is called The Heart of a Mother. Beautifully expresses the heart of God and the tender ministry of the Holy Spirit, helping, caring, comforting, and coming alongside her children with endless expressions of kindness and compassion and love. And that was written by Roy Lesson. It's hot in here, so I'm going to wrap this up because I'm sweating. Okay. You give so many beautiful reasons to be appreciated and loved in a special way today as you reflect God's heart to your family. God bless you on Mother's Day, and love your sisters. And the quote is, by this we know love because he laid down his life for us. 1 John 3:16 in KJV. So my little cards, they really blessed me. And it blessed me because there's this little meme I saw where they talked about the overstimulation of motherhood, how we're always on, all hours of the night, all hours of time. I'm just sweating, it's all in my hair, glistening. I'll wrap it up though. And there was one day I was just like, I was sitting down taking a breather. I felt like I had said stop that at least 10 times. And I just went, am I not clicking? But then when his dad says stop that, he stops like in that second. Of course, that's just how it is with boys. But after I saw the little meme, it said, this is what mothers go through. This is what it's about. Once that babe, you go through sleepless nights where you carry the child, and then when you have the child, you have to learn how to live on a different sleep path, because you don't sleep straight through anymore. Even after you're done with the midnight feedings and every 2-3 hours, depending on how your child is, that schedule. Yeah, I've never slept straight through the night since I've had my kid. So this is called 6 years of not sleeping straight through. I get it. I now understand the mom look. My mom was listening to a sermon this morning, and the preacher was saying, as a mom, there's so many ways that things you go through. And she said, this is motherhood. It pulls so much out of you, but just know you're doing a good job and you're doing right. And there's times you got to be stern. There's times where you want to be loving and nurturing. There's things you're going to see that your kids do, and you're going to be like, what in the world? But you keep pressing on. You keep being that mom. And then she goes, and there's times where you got to take 2 hours of me time sometimes. Either go get a pedicure, have your child go to someone you trust, and just take a breather so that you're ready to jump back in. And she said, it's like being on the airplane where when the oxygen drops down, they tell you to put it on you first, then your child. Always remember that if you're not taking care of yourself, it's going to impact how you take care of them. So always check in with yourself. Get up early in the morning, or have a time in the day where you can just kind of check in with you, have some coffee or something, and just make sure you're okay. Because us full steam moms, man, when we have that breaking moment or fall apart, and this leg breaking is kind of my breaking fall apart moment, like, because I'm not as mobile. I'm a walker. I'm a get up and go kind of person, and I have not been able to be that. So, I'll show you what I've been working on also. I'm trying to figure out how to do that without exposing my whole channel. Well, I guess I can clean this up somehow. But, oh yeah. So, if you look here, here's my drawing. I don't know what that looked like, but okay. And then come back. My email was open, but I didn't want you guys to see all of that. So, I'm working on another art of storytelling video. I think you're going to like this one. It's pretty funny. So, happy Mother's Day. Happy belated Mother's to all the moms out there. All the honorary moms, the aunties who are mom, maybe didn't have a baby, but you are the one they go to. I know a lot of those kind of aunties. All the sisters, the cousins who have participated in the upbringing and raising of a child. Somebody is really texting me early in the morning. I don't start work till like 4 hours from now. It's okay. I'll get to it. And then just, happy Mother's Day. All right. Have a good one. Bye. Oh, and like, comment, and subscribe. I will try to come to you guys every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm sticking to it.